If you know someone that's starting school for the very first time soon, I've got something that might help. Let's Get Ready for School is written by me and illustrated by Carolina Rabei, and I've just had a chat with Carolina about all the things that we remember about when we started school. Carolina actually grew up in Moldova, so her memories are really interesting and very different from mine growing up in the UK. Oh, hi, Carolina. It's so nice to meet you for the first time.
Hi. Yes, nice
Thank
to see
you for being my partner on our book.
Yay!
Let's Get Ready for School. So excited to have this book, and I think the illustration is done perfect. And I thought it would be really nice to just have a chat about what we remember about when we started school. And
yes, absolutely. It's been a while now.
Yeah, well, not as long as it has for me. I started school in 1969. I've got a photo of me, the age I was when I started school. I was really, really shy, and I found starting school quite difficult.
Same here.
Yeah.
I think my face will say that too, on the pictures. I remember crying because I was quite used to my parents, being around them all the time. And it was quite stressful to see so many children, strange faces.
So in your photos, you're wearing a beautiful costume. Was that your school uniform every day or a special one for the first day?
Yeah, it was actually like a fashion thing that kids got for the first day of school. It was just like a smart look for the children.
So beautiful. And tell me about the flowers.
Yeah, this is another thing we do. First day of school, you would bring flowers to the teacher. I think now these days probably teachers are a bit like, guys, we don't need more flowers.
Probably. On your first day, how did you get to school?
With my parents, and yeah, I just recall I was crying and I was telling my dad, you won't go anywhere, you won't go anywhere.
Don't leave me here. When I was at school, we used to have, at break time, we were given a little bottle of milk. I remember I used to love the milk, and lots of the children hated it, so they'd give me their milk to drink. So I used to drink about 3 of those bottles of milk every day.
What age would you start school?
5, yeah. Was it the same for you?
No, about 7.
Really?
Loved illustrating the children in this spread with them all dressing. And
yes, I think you did those 6 different characters so nicely, and I hope children around the world will all find someone to identify with.
Yeah.
Think, oh, I feel just like Marley, when they start, particularly the picture at the very beginning where everybody's getting up in the morning, and Marley is looking terribly nervous and wants to keep the duvet over his face. I think that was me. What lessons did you enjoy most?
I think drawing.
I think it was the same for me.
The teacher kind of loved one of my drawings. It was a winter scene. So I remember that moment that she was like, the highlight.
That was probably an important step on the way to you becoming an illustrator. When I was at school, we learnt maths, and I've actually got this set of wooden rods. So this is how we learnt all the number bonds. It's 10, and I still think of 10 as orange. I think of numbers as colours.
Probably in books we would have, or maybe little drawings of apples, and I think actually maybe that's what I had added for the illustrations. Yeah, like adding the 2 apples.
Exactly.
So probably that's how we learned. Yeah, that's kind of how I imagined it.
I remember having a story time, and we'd just sit down and the teacher would read a story, and that was the best bit of the day. And what about lunchtime? Did you have a packed lunch, or did you have a school dinner?
Both, I think. I remember having packed lunches, and also I think probably when we were quite small, we were taking to the canteen.
Yeah.
And I actually can still recall that smell. I don't know what it was exactly, but there was like a specific food smell. Or there were like cinnamon buns.
Oh, that sounds nice. And did you ever have any special occasions or outings or anything like that?
I think the Christmas and New Year would have been like an event when we would have to kind of learn some songs, and we would dress up and do some plays and things like that.
Then we've got our worry page. Was there anything you used to worry about when you were at school, in your first year?
I remember my mom gave me a banana, and I don't know why the teacher was talking on the day, just like a casual chat about that bananas may not be good, like just some kind of weird comment about bananas she made. And I remember I was so embarrassed to take that banana out. I was quite excited to have it.
A dangerous
Just kept
banana.
it in my bag.
Yeah, I really liked my teacher, but I was afraid to speak in front of the class. I was just too shy to ever say anything at school.
Yeah.
I really understand that there's a lot of children who do feel like that, and they just need to be gently drawn out and help
Yeah, absolutely.
to have the confidence to speak. One of the things I really wanted to make sure was in the book, and this is me as a mother rather than as a child, because is encouraging children just to tell their parents a little something about their school day. I don't know whether
Oh,
you
yeah,
used to come
absolutely.
home and talk about it, but my children, they'd come home and I'd say, "How was school?" Nothing.
Yeah, I remember lived in the same area, so yeah, I would see the teacher even years after, and again saw her with the new generation, the little ones again.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's quite nice to also see how people dedicated so much of their life in this field. Like,
We should treasure our teachers.
yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much, Carolina, first of all, for illustrating the book so beautifully, and also for having this chat. It was so interesting to hear about starting school in Moldova.
My pleasure, Jane. Thank you so much. I loved illustrating the book, and yeah, it was nice to talk to you and yeah, talk about my childhood a bit.
And let's hope our book will help lots of children who are starting school in the future.